Jomu gusu di ho atem kurom. You know, omoka. Agosia. Omu gusu ka. Omu sika de che na yedai. And your money ready. You na de na kura so chen di aba no.
Fire. More fire.
Dek. Catch on said the eba na so chen di aba. Why? Agosia. Enti ebedi nkomo. Enti nano ayi say e me catch am say aban na scam aban. Na nipa bebre no a mo na mo ye na mo say MPP ni de bukolongofo. Enti ya de de keda. Ya de de jambori. Ya de na hey, what say hey, you to boy wo yo yanko. After revolution for no. Agosia. They said wo mo ye ne say. Wo mo FIFA titles na gugu mo so. Doctor, ayi ni ade. E me na no ba ko yi de ko wie mo animsam nyasa. Dek. Enano de said de ko wie ya. Anyame ye yadom ye nyasa anka ne ya. Eno ho. Ye wie ye ne se ba ko de a typewriter, a computer, tanko computer. Wono so ye ne ade. Ye pagya ne de ne ba ye no. Nipa be nan ya omo ye ndc fo a doctor ne professor de omo so a. Se wo mo nko school nko sua ahwe. Eno so ne ye be kire. Ne abusa GTech. Omo mandate ne say. At 1023 no set up GTech no. Wo mo mandate ne say ye be hwe. You know. Ye wi an ye abusa. Ni nyina. Ye be di san komo no. Me MPP. Say na no me di jan gu omo so hey. Eno sa bo so mo munamuna omo ni mo mfa me ho. Oze enko ba bia fire wo hwe ani ade na ye twamada pa ebitimi twamada pa wo mo se wo video so a wo ba fie ha wo be kan ye no ebi wo ho ye baba mo mati enti o ka no na wo ni nyansa se wo bo sa videos ne kira da sane dia ani ada sane be hunu se ka de chi no wo ye no korefo ebi so ono na ban mu no wo kan bi ma anya bi bo na nim nyansa ni
bisebio
what is special in any? Wo ya ni ade wo didi matem. No wo didi matem no ana na adwene mu no etisa asa wanti no. Was me ya me bo video so ni bia ma mo se oba ensem abeka ye ni. Na me kan ensem ni bi kire maban. Na eduru momo ne yeso na me ka bi a kire mo dia. Mo se me kan bi na anu nti. Se me kan foforo tia mo aban dia. Be hypocrite na to hypocrite na se. Wa adwene ne mo ha kosia. Onti ase oh. Na adwene mo ha papa bi. January. Eti GTech ye be kwa akọhwe. MPP reforms no aba ye di hu nkomo. Frank Davis ni ade. Ejo se wusu ne se we chairman of the reforms in the bend dey. Ana omo se ye koto aba ne da bai. Ye beto ne he. Na ye dane no abutu. Ye de free soro ba fom. Ana ye de be free fom akosoro. Eno nso na se kire ne nkyire mu beba. Na youth no kura no. Why ne beto aba wo he. Wa mo ne ye makwa mo nso abeka ho am ya to aba. Ye Cadbury member bia. Ana se ye bia mu makakra beka ho. Na ye progressive ye de be expansion de be de be. Ni nyina ye why? MPP ni bechirim. Ye to aba ne ntem. January and October. Nemra constitution ne kura of the MPP no. E de na eka. Say ye opposition. Yan to aba da bay. Eno no de omo ye no. Ebu mra so. Ana emra no an ye di so. Ye bechirim amanfo na tiase. Ye koi no ayi coordinators no. Omo ye dodo say. And ye dodo say na e beka ho. Hashi madam se mo. Ayuba. Any adumensam, adumens, any a different Jemensam, a Bismarck, Owoso, or Mamaka, Bismarck, a Bipua, any anti dumonia, dear, a Yamuase, and Sanya de Becamo, and Cancer Watchimo, Sanya de Becamo, Nina Ibechim, Emmanuel Ponichas, Watching, Munina, the Wuta Bre, Aje, Muninano, and Mosu, Kennedy Niade, Munina Ibechim, Alimatu, one open or bow your coordinator. Coordinators 34 ni nyina ye bechirim na se say no kura no constituency executives no moye do say chairman dan school general secretary Israel first vice Anyas second vice ni ade moye do say ye de say ne beba beka ho organizer no poku frefre wa ye ni ade youth organizer alpha moye de say na beka mo ho research and elections say ne ye no Frimpong no nkrofo ne say ne ye no Bernard Ajimai deputy youth no say ne de beka mo ho ye be chirima mo nyani nyina wa why a women's organizer. Why ye near the Cindy will call ye near day mod will not abisi. And in ye betchim. I'm when yantiasia. It's Mubenya the understanding here.
Precisely.
Timamon Kobebia. Why?
Movie
and swap. General. Said now no near day. Imame. Vice President. Mamio. Mamio. And the ayan was a or Trunk Rama, Donald Trump say say. Any idea? Now, you know, and I President Mama so South African president, you call any idea. No one so can be any idea. And you know, Okuja trouble a mirror of justice. The true mirror of justice. Why you head of state? Okuja too. The head of state. What was your other city? No. General, eti wono so no wokoto yiniade na na America force dey omo de ban ato Ghana force ana ana afa no mo consider omo Ghana ni bia ntukwa ama America hey embadi o ye behwe ni nyina why dia kosie ani ade ye be discuss General ba ku ye na anum ko kan no kura na ye passing comment na mamenka mo se ambulance fo ade no ye nwie ne mom no we no hwe se abuapayo o mo mpesa ambulance asem ye be kan nti no no mo share da ko show ba ku nim so mo ye no mo so sharaff na wa ko kan asem General enu kwa na ye passing comment ana mo ye na ese no mo kan me na ko wie se afa de me mra me tum nchene no wo yan ka me jai me ka ye no ye yi no ana sharaff se wo ye no no kofa yi no wofa ne nek danso eje danso confidence so mi anamba no etu wo ye na confidence frame ye ana wo ye se nek danso abiam danso skani no ana wo ye no se ye awrade mpapa na de na me wofa ase afra me se wo ye masere na me se confidence no kura wo ha madwene wo no nek dan wo ye se ne nua ba ne logina eti wo ba no abeka kire me se ja me nua ba ne de yi frame me se wo nua ba ne yi na frame and I know about say, me what fast no say one no one county. Me ya na say near what fast no so can be. After me you what fast here from one. The meti ya say, we sorry ya bebo and now can be one near base and I'm say that be a ready aha your papa. And confidence so the oya and what fast and then one no nyame target. Name mum ye busa governance and once. Why? Where your governance? President Mama ne kofa code of conduct the man a ministers. Na code of conduct ye musa so no awodi so. Na the family members in the move. And you be some common into details. Says you to Obama obia. So membu mania. Na the family members in the money yani to Obama the family members in one. A kufado be ye. Nenye. And then your mama ye. Me ye musa questions. Na ma dwene ye adwumani. Obia ntimi hwenu obia. We ye boxer na so hu odia. Koko we need titles magana. Eja nkwasasem no.
Tell them. Let them know.
Say you can boxing dia betimi akabi. You can be katachim for asem boxing. Na ye ka soldier for asem dia ye. Ye ka police asem ye. Ye ka economy ho asem ye. Na mo edru boxing dia. Market echi nka bi. Mo fa boxing nkosi Azerbaijan. E ho de me nka bi. Kosovo, Costa Rica. E ho na me nka ho asem. Bibia within the nation dia me ka ho asem. What? Emremre bia ni ho. Mo pa mu ni matem kosi ha ade be che. Kosi aga. Me, emremre ani atem didi.
Fire.
See. Dia be dia no so nkomo into detail. Anthony Joshua no kwa yede ne beba ye gisan na sharaff no ye se 2024 wa ye bi ne nyina be di san komo ti mon twema mu ti bi ni ade na mbenya nsem nso asa awe ho General resume mu resume
Yohani no
Yohani
we said ya tumu bio
what dia tumu
say ka say aban de
kontumpo aban agoja de a settings aban
kan we ene o kira ne aka mi bi foforo
ti yentie Yohani sempa etredu chichemu dunso e wona Jones de yentie
Danny.
Russia and Ukraine's war has also featured prominently on the list of excuses. The Russia-Ukraine conflict cannot possibly be responsible for the suffering we're going through.
A few moments later.
Despite the work we have done in stabilizing the economy, Ghana is not immune from the shocks of global events. Recent events in the Middle East, which involve an exchange of missiles between Israel and Iran, have started to escalate crude oil prices dramatically. I've asked our Minister of Finance and Minister of Energy to keep a close eye on the development and model the possible impacts on our petroleum prices and prepare measures to protect the recent gains. Russia and Ukraine's war has also featured prominently on the list of excuses.
When you President Mahama, a war opposition, and was the MPP for you Russia-Ukraine war. I say, economy no yes, Russia-Ukraine war. No, was where you throw, yes, and yes, sir. A throw, and your GND, and your Trobamano. No, by no, so the 5 months a year economy a young bidder. It in Kobaji 1 a year, a city, and your 2 liter beer. And then Israel. And Iran. One more adding to Kwasumu. No, sa war na a warded a never. If it's no one in history. Some maybe a tremor. Israel for Hamas and Hawaii. One talk on Israel forces to say Iran for share a year Hamas for no. Our most sponsor money. It is idea they will go after them near their cattle. A bin swatch as our war a trade war. If it's a baby Israel one strategically. There is a trade route and no America for always want to have a hold of it. If there's America for any control of the Middle East, a China ne be a problem among and it's way be so China for Iran for Russia so tilted towards Iran and America tilted towards Israel. And somebody they be they say better than to call missiles and issue. And I hear Dormaahene say, despite all the measures we've put together, Ghana is not immune. Hey, Nekufadu, they know you're immune. Nekufadu pension there. Russia, Ukraine war, and Jimmy Yajuma. Nemo Iran. But from Abebo, I'm a cocoa and wonder. Why? I'll go to better. Why I'm from Abebo? From Abebo. And I went in, so you crude oil, I was your baron a free 62 no. A cosro. Ya catch it almost a new woman at full biaso. A gamma sono. Full price and a bar from to I think $62. Now, you know what? It's me to buffer. If you about 42 in your idea. And let me cosro. Now, cosro. A bay increase the price of fuel. The government and fund to so dear. Nay, scam a buying. Or your propaganda. If so, on your save more. Now, okay, you are increasing fuel price on the world market. But then again, we are not going to increase it in this country. What it presupposes is that there's going to be a gap. Our more watching a yarn, it's propaganda. World market price of fuel, a crude, a costra. I say to me affect here. And I'm quite more. Why? Yamina Maker. War no so Iran is a major oil exporter. Major oil exporter in the world. And Russia also a major time when to see Russia and Ukraine. Now or more a major producer of oil. I said the Iran is a major producer of oil in the world. The American just say it's to see Iran. It will affect a world production of oil. And we are there after there will be scarcity. It is scarcity, no demand and supply. When there is more demand than the supply, prices will automatically skyrocket. What let me just say? Economics, some call you cool and fantastic one no, yes, a demand and supply curve. No. When there is more supply than demand, then there will be a price reduction. And when there is more demand than supply, then prices will shoot up. Yes, I am here. To your draw when one near your curve, when you say near the Inabishia, maybe a price and a supply this year. Yes, sir. Mekainina, Kukasti cool and a cherem. I was ya, sir. My bendy, my bendy, woman, and went into Omuyano much yamupa. Eddie, you may President Mama, dear, what trust in our wasem on Cano correct. Nana history near Samumbiana and Saniako. Okay, so General, one more year no Mubusa say. Now, when you know what did in a bay, Machira one, chira. Now, all you know, so what he now was your politics. General, the amount for him, no moon in there, and they say. The Omafa who dear bell crew way mo, a frabro fonsel, and your woman come on a chassis. Tia making you, no moon, Mompa de sua.
Let them know.
Munsua. Mo amone mo nananom ntena se me ento by the fireside nkyerɛ mo. Mo nso book nso momfa bi nkan. Timothy wi ase yɛ den. Wɔm so odi yokohene. Na yokohene no koa ne sɛyi. General. Ye ni ade no. Ɛna no history am de mo ne sɛ. 1948. Na ayi osu alatamanche. Your friend in New Kobnaboni the third. Tie de make you. One no na 24th February crossroads. Tie de make you. One more year no. A soldier for a moko Second World War kokon ye. Na ayi Britain abai no a promise wo mo se. Se mo kokon to kwana mo ba. Ye ba mo early retirement ni some benefit. Afi wo makwa bomba ye Britain abai no ati and governor na mfa mo mo. And wo mo nante so mo call ayi ni ade. Wo mo koje o ma de castle. And only 24 February crossroads shooting.
Exactly.
Cooperative, private or that telamti, and the sergeant ajeti, the mountain and Kanyade. And one more a wee, you shoot two or one way. Like Chenie. Now, Hina no osu alatamanche. So, what the word awam? You can't be awam. What be that? Yes, who I am awam. What be that? What's Yasia? What's Yasia? Asiane say, awam nest stand for. A year Association of West African Merchants. Awam Association of West African Merchants.
Exactly.
Na 1948. Na omune control a year trade route a free by UK ni adeba. And omo yes omo best stockpile a year product. They kind of hoarding. It omo hoarding na prices cost. Ni nyina ka ho bi ma ni kwabna boni the third. A year no see boycott a European product. It omo year what in 1948 riot. We incited the masses against a West African merchant. And not in Tokwabai. Sa a year 1948 riot no. And no the lead Yama Mount Fonisha here asking for a year independence. You form UGCC. I didn't know Muabe year CPP. I did new Kobnaboni the 10. No, you're in it. And one year politics here. And there must be a hine. Ironically, when him said no ye Osuala Tamanche Yinano. When him said no said him what touch my. Now he never know touch my.
Let them know.
No, or ya Yokohino what touch my. Unsuadie. Now fair Masaba Yokohina make us some children. Most why Yokohina was a bedi a politics here. And what about Yokohina and a mamma far who dear by. Touch my Yokohine. Nico Benaboni the third.
Exactly.
If San Cranfoni dear Jadia. And you know, Betty and another mammy free. Touch my. Now, yeah, you could need. The catcher of Sa Yokophony and Wobia and Mamoni. After Wobio di Osuala Tamanche. No, I said, do you Kohina would touch my. Now, maybe do you Kohina was Santiago when I was on Tiasi. Made my Yuko so free grabbing. Grabbing in Yeminia. And I'm in the Quagona. Mendam one year, they may call you and buy an IEC. Unsia. A mamma near Mania Tetens and Munsia. We are now Chamadapa. Now, my granny and Tessa would you know. Be buy. Me bayed you be anya. To a hine. You cohin the Miana Midi. Now, do my hine. Or Pediana hine. Why your domao? If the domani you crook. And ye near Indian cronkru. Obey as will be your country. Unsiadie. Obi a jase. Obi a young cobia. It mumma grin modern said no near him. A war formation.
Precisely.
Yakon near formation. For yasi, near formation. Yakas will be on cobia, on cobebia, on the shefi.
Educate them.
Yakas will be a jasia. One in Safoni, he knew a young Fio Cranwo. Niakas will be a Nifahine. So ye Nifahine dia, ye conquer ye the right wing of the war.
Precisely so.
And so be a Benkumhina, or ye the left legend of the war.
Exactly.
And will be your country, Sabantamahine, or your country, and only almost a country, your country, a your country. Now said to two a yababu, or they can't buy it. And one a bantamahine. One on in the core, your costume here, among Quatia, among Quatia. One in the core for years, you can't say danger costume. No more core, aquamu. No more now, money or mobile buy and one in the Mianano. And we are madam in here. And walk home. Na sata moko sua akwamune de nkyirafo no war formation ya de nyina an wo bo bantema akonwa ma no se saade ne wo no ekon ne ntima bo akonwa ya ma wo kwa wo de anumfo 300 anum asamwa na de anim an wo de wo kwa no de wo ma asafo de enti asafo hene eya akwamu hene of asante no eti kasa akwamu a akwamu ne ye esoro ha na mom cha mo se tutu ko asante menwa kodi ade no ana akwamu hene Emma Numa Samuel 300 soldiers leading your coyer. Now Sabia Quamu ni ade no. No motin sa woman ni din pa ni nyanwase.
Exactly.
Nyanwase. And sa woman din pa no. Unsua de. Why ye ni ade nti Dormaahene kura medical ka kire mo anya bunu ni. Me kan asemu ya monte. What tete bunu ni asante ntam nyina Dormaahene anya bunu ni nya bunu ni kina. Dabi wonya bida. Me ana mpapa no. If say Dormaahene ni nuane akomu hene. Na so ye bunu ni dia na ni nuane akomu hene.
Explain.
Dormaahene wonya bunu ni. So wo ye bunu ni dia. Anka ye da na ni nuane ye agugufo. Aduanafo.
Let them know.
Dormaahene ye bunu ni dia. E da na ni nuane kumawu. Dormaahene ye bunu ni dia. E da na ni nuane asumanya. Enti etu kotena. Wo ye ni ade no. Se wo free akwamu no. An wo tene ya ba bia ne kumase mo frɛ ne South Central so. E ho na obetena. Wone kwadwo kromu hene. Kwadwo kromu ni ye cultural center, kumase cultural center. Wamo ye ni ade no mo ne Dormaahene ne te wo. Obiri ye bu awuo ne ba ye ne na Dormaahene tu ye. Ene so okotena wampam. Na wamunsuo a da bono ne pam mu no okotena. Ti wampam. No otete ho an wa build Dorma. Amana ye kese. Eti okampa dia. Dormaahene ni nchiri ni akwamu. Wanya bununi. Ti wa ya wo tete abonofo ni asantefo ntam ni ade maka kire me papa munya na semara. Abonofo mu ni asante nka mu wade. Me papa wo ebia wo pa bono nso ne so adi. Enti ene asi asati we versus them. Na bonofo no mani di so hene. Na nso ono ade onya bununi. Wono de won kan bono ne. Won kan honkura. Wo ya akwamu ni. Na Dormaahene ya akwamu ni.
Exactly.
Yes. Wo ifra akwamu. I make catch
History.
No, me chira na Dormaahene nya bununi.
Bomb history hene.
Eti wonya so wotete yi ni ade. Edi general ayoko hene ne de yedi. Ye bedi ne ne. Ye bedi ne china. Na ya omso na himfie wei. Eti se okọ ayagona se ye wa himfie kakraka asi wo no. Na ade achi a jasen so wo na himfie. Na nkọ bia so wo na himfie. Na kontre wo na himfie. Mo adwene mu ha o. I'm not your regular guy. Don't be doing these things with me. General, a scientific training first na young son, and they say I bear watching. Now history, the be a mamma. Why? You will country, you will just say, you say, near the I go 4 pet and a come.
Oh, fire.
Munyin flu. Young core reforms. Almost your dear. And I'm with the atom. Deck, almost your number phone abanagin. Almost history, no minimum history. And the people with that knowledge of their history is like a bird flying without a tree to stand on. Eventually, they will die.
Let them know.
Munim baby amu free, but I'm better who baby amoko. Say yeah, na munim baby amu free badia. I come back who say I come phone in na ya de bako. Na politics no masha asi echichemu. Na mfanteni asante wonto kwa. Ana we fanteni we techimai. Skafona mu wo akan state ni mu no. Mo sha asi organize matches. Be kan akan phone boom.
Exactly.
Na munya kwasesem no.
Exactly. So.
Ti yanko. Why if you are Schwarzenegger, also what the secret at 2 abonte. If you are no be asuma. Me and the menu aba no masuma. Also who cry hard gwendo. Why you say when you walk agona ni ade. Obi asuma se bebo de. Sister. If you also come in papa o. First me no anadwo bi ye ko ayi akramo no. Ya niam bi wo ho ni ade na afia na ya sumsem. Edu ba bi ana na adwene no nso. Nso ye de awunua no afa na sa. Adwene ne nye sumende. Average no ayenko women MPP for reforms no. Ya baba sharaff asem so. We will still talk about it.
Exactly. So.
Deck.
No amount of intimidation.
Apu. MPP no say aye dey. Ya the reforms aba. So currently, Osha MPP yawo a polling station and yawo electoral area. Now polling stations in here baby aye to aba so wo su polling stations. Baby a me metuma aba wa ya afija sɛcrɛt east. It may use afija sɛcrɛt east. Na constituency. Na me de akyerɛ mo de yesi ye ba be ye. Now currently no yawo a 152 polling stations in afija sɛcrɛt east. So fa wo so e de ko de wutabere e de ko wiamuase kona odumase asaman akrofon so jamase e de ko bepoase buanim ni nyina wo kambo mu a police stations mako 152
sapepepe.
Now sa police stations 152 no now kodru police station bia no a eye nipa num ana ye yi omo so omo ye police station executives chairman hwan ni ade ni nyina and the MPP force womo de nipa mienu beka ho e wo police station it can for if just sɛcrɛt east for instance a police station bia nipa 5 it's 152 no it will give you a figure of 760
precisely
police station executives ni nyina now ye police station executives ni wi a omo ba omo timi to aba ni beni ade electoral area coordinators it will fa electoral area no say Agona West no a Alhaji Hashim Adams ono wo ho o fa be pass new tower yes Ayuba ono so e wo ho dome Dumens ono so wo ho bedumase Montreal wo koduru wa emo so Kennedy ono so wo ho Foria manfo mu nyina e di se Kwakudua wo mu nyina e du fa sa electoral area coordinators ya obeduru afija sɛcrɛt east 34 but I know say other constituencies were more or less you went free so na make masembra yi free so na bra dabi yi na bra eti o ye ne ade no omo ye over your friend say 34 now one coordinator to one electoral area eti ka de be kan ho 34 plus 760 it will give you a figure of I think 794
precisely
so by and large these were the people that vote and so now what the constituency executives you know say chairman ufa chairman chairman down school ho na waba first vice anyas na waba second vice na waba secretary you can say Israel na deputy secretary wo mu nyina no wo mu ho Yakubu Halidu ne wo mu nyina Habila assistant secretary Habila na yes ana poku frefre wono no ni ademia na menu adimosi wo ye organizer eti wo fa sa omo maka no a say deputy organizer amembu akofi general na make ho asem omo amu amen enwa mamu ofunti poku ya baba to aba odwane ko UK ko pa bibi bedi
precisely
MPP abeka ho ase na we enkrofobia omo se me ba MP wa yi afija sɛcrɛt east nti omo ahya ase ade me video se me kan nsem bi na ano ne ade na de me kan no mutie ya nka ne se geduri
ebi wo ene
na me kan wiem ana me kan ma nsam ne me ana me kan dem kan e bia nso me ana me kan
fire
Eti general, you know, your assistant secretary, your organizer, deputy organizer, your youth organizer, we could do what Alpha. Alpha is warring collect, what can your money a year rim collect, and your man will ye war shine it to one any deputy, any idea, any women's organizer, and you say so, Cindy, you're two Obama, no, I'm more for ya, show me yet. Honestly, you can acquire copy. As you say, your dear Mahmoud, more de Shesso, one is a kina, no more ye na, no more so. Yani nemwana waba research and elections. That is from Pon and Crawford. And son waba a treasurer, Nana Koku, financial secretary niade. And on never more 17 in number. And the MPP saw more increase, Yabeshe. It's now what they are doing is that per every polling station, instead of 5 member per polling station, only 2 making 7. So the figure will now move away from 760 to 1,064.
Exactly.
Now we are no free. The coordinators now we are 34. Say Besmark mo, say Frank James and Bipua, Besmark Bipua. Woman you know you are free. Now come we are 34 and they the 4 beka omo. It per every coordinator electoral area biano. You the nipa 4 beka. So say oh yeah nipa 4 per 34 coordinate a year. That means it will be 5 per electoral area.
Exactly.
So electoral area biano, multiplied by 34, it will give you 170.
Precisely.
We are trying to expand the electoral college.
Expand it.
They make a what I say. After we are, Yabama Kwaima, a former DC, former MP, former constituency executives, and no more hold the positions in the party. If it says, Obi by former DC, Obi by MP. Now, after you free wa, who need say need decision making in the party here. It is wrong.
Precisely.
Obi by constituency, police station executive. After you free wa, who see you take a decision with the party. One can hold the it is wrong. Eti afa ni bema kwan ama sankrofo ni nyina beba eti wo fa fija sɛcrɛt east constituency for instance yɛde wo nyina ba beka ho a it will give you a figure of about let's say 1,500 to 2,000 people.
Precisely so.
Whereas in the initial stage, you will be dealing with about 800 to 900 people, by and large. Now from 800, when it is expanded to about 1,500 or 2,000, it is believed that it's a limited expansion, but included in decision making.
Exactly.
You make what I say? It is an MPP force or maybe reforms in urban or maybe general for in a China or maybe. Now, the Electoral College will move from polling station executives of 760 using Sɛcrɛt East constituency as the yardstick. Now, Omodia call a year 1,064. Then they will move from a year coordinators of 34. Now coordinators now about 170.
Precisely.
Then we are former DCs, former MP, former constituency executives, former police station. So it will really expand.
Exactly.
Now, as to whether or not these reforms are what we need, or we need mass expansion, and one repercussions, financial constraints. So far, I am in agreement with it for now.
Precisely.
But as we progress, we must be able to have every card-bearing member of the party given the opportunity to decide.
Exactly.
But you see, and you need a database, and you pentamwa yani idea. General, we no free wa. Almost one of the reforms I deba, and they say we more me atuaba entem. Na mati se binu mo yese. Yebeto national elections, ni yato regional, ni yabeto constituency, ni yazo topsy turvy. That means ye tene adiania. And only you correct. You decide this. Omu decide this. So I am pene. Tie de make ye. You decide this. No omu decide this. So I am pene. Ye form for ni am pene. If said the entire empire say, Samunya to national organizer, to national general secretary, to national chairman, we are, and some year to police station, when you so be controlling the whole process out to the last member. So be controlling our process. And we don't want a situation where the party will be living in the hands of the bourgeoisie. The party belongs to the people. So we must let the people decide. It is not the end of correct. We decide this. Communication no cost say we must you better national, ni akoto regional. We must be show bibia sanso ni ho. The mom the omo decide ni say Canada Japan ne ba womia ne bran champion ne kwabena Japan. We mon crofone kontrokwado. Party nso yakọ akwa ba yanu su biri ye. Hey, no correct. Yanu su biri ye defeat was so massive. So we are not in ordinary times. We need extraordinary measures to deal with extraordinary times.
Exactly.
Now this is what we are doing. Ya pese mu janto kwano. Jennifer Pong. Wo pe Canadian. Wa kwa. Na your friend say Kofi Ofosu. Wono so pe ba umianti. Wo ni Jennifer na ko ni ade. And yes, munya ni no free one time. Na constitution no, MPP constitution no. The achira ne say you opposition dia. You better aba not later than 2 years, 24 months. Now you better aba Ghana da bay. You better be 7th December 2028. The constitution say you better me ato a presidential candidate not later than it bet me a net bet me a china name many kwan say a year 7 December 2024 2026
exactly.
That means what British constitution it's in another than Kokufado time I ba opposition in 2008 by 2010 years you know I think August 2010 and ye so October 2010 or so ye no so benya ample time dia campaign it we the omo ye enye news Wamo si anto nentem. Me no omo ya adwene. Se ba ya kana Japan supporters. Ba omia supporters. Kwabena Japan supporters. Ombeja antokwa no. Amo titi party ni mu. Party ni here no ne. It omo si December 31st, January 31st. Ye beto ba yi presidential candidate. Me no omo ya adwene. Sa de awie na ye beda na de anya no kore e maso ne maso kina. Enti ye nkonkoto nentem. De obelusu ne ni so atene wan. De obewi ni nso ni eja waka omu nyina bom na munya ntokwa bebre no Bruce Lee Gobi, General, Sawa, it's sunny, you know. Reforms by consul youth organizer position. First, now would be detected now, Kuran wedding, and they almost more year free. Now, one would about 35. Now, once a big come ye, we make a mamma, 35 no. Say National Youth Authority, no, the definition of youth, yes, 35 from 15 to 35 na youth. Now, and this for no mutimi ya no pariado krabi youth. I mutimi ya na yenti. And there we MPP ni ba kwa wo ye ne say. O hene say ye makwa mo pariado ye youth organizer. Ni akofo obi a wonye yi ni ade am so ya no de enka no kure. Ba same okube ye youth organizer no. Na oni 35. Eti ubetimi aye adwuma wa bra oni 35. Wonnim ya onim yo. Eti we 35. Na o mo mbeto aba ye youth organizer no. Se wo album ni mu nko ade a na wonnim fie 35 wa. Ubetimi atobi. Sa so na se wo ye women's organizer wo bepa. Obi a ye oba wo album ni so bia na betimi atobi. Eti regional no. Se regional elections a obi a wo region ni mu bia wo so wokoto aba se youth organizer no. Obetimi atobi. So long as I win the 35.
Precisely.
Omo wie no say reforms ni me say Tescom. Yebema Tescom for no. First na Tescom presidents nkwa na eto. Na afen yebema Tescom patrons abeka ho. Etu fa Ashanti region for instance. They are about 64 or so, 62 Tescom ni ade. Na concerns Ashanti regional youth for any reason. And it says oh makwan if a Tescom no obi o ha ofri sunwane and oba school kumase and oba Tescom president and a patron. Na afen oba 8 months pen obesa akoni fie. Wo si de bo no mra me decide ma manfo na ete wo. Eno no mo hwe ni ade. Ba yen hwe ni anya se betumi bibia for why? Now the reforms are there.
Exactly.
Yeah, expanded. Name of see ya done in the say. Will be but two national and Sanya and no dear Juma. I was ya. You make out just here. And no a form for Yampene. Yampene. Reforms, you know, by and large, these are the major critical reforms. Yeah, yes. Limited expansion. Say, yeah, be any idea. After young presidential candidate at the end of term, it is not in breach of any law because already the law is there. So we are following what the law says. Okay? The law of the constitution of the MPP says that not later than 24 months. Except that when Frank Davis moved the motion per the constitution of MPP, whenever a motion is moved, say it must take 6 months preparation. It will show moving of the motion 6 months in January. It no movies and Kianya December. Nanka be bianco. But the running man who quite it's running the January. January Kushia, near Tuaba, one a baby near Party A, Party B, General Secretary what the release aba. It way no you are the Joe Wise committee no. Say Joe Wise and a be near day, and you have formed a committee. Says woman never sure. I mean, yes, I knew many. Exactly. A year, mommy and tuning through. Why? Ya ube wini abi wini. Winning so won't win. Ya ma 10 years grow won't win. Hey, win. Ah, deck. Ya ma 10 years grow won't win. Why? Win. Be winning so be winning. These are the critical major reforms. Precisely. And yama mienu here pa. Electing of a year the can say. Presidential candidate. Exactly. And this I ever to a bad and at the end of national officers, Yamambako, Montu, a interim, presidential candidate in term. Yamam Saya, Danenwa Baba to national could see from the day. And your human net is, and your human channel is. If Zamoya Sadia, do be winning national chairman, or ambitions will be control the whole party. No one in Crawford Shema could see the last day. Tidebian, we better transfer for 15 years. Yampenesa, Siabo Bonuti, Eti Yampenesa, and the Yamtrain. Why? Deck, Yamon primaries in the uncontempt. May say, boy, Yania, they comes in the Binia, comes in the Mubini, when you campaign. Why? Tony, and when you attempt the Dianamon tongue.
Fast.
You know, I'm a chair Dumens. Jemfi Isaac Jemfi Michia, watch Isaac is Michia, Alima to Sadia, Michia, Munina, Juma Moya, Frank, Michia Munina, Frank Jemensa, the Biano Chapon Kuna, or ye, a Yantidu, we are most one, may coordinate about general mosquito we are moase wo ye me kodu a me kosra me ne antie ndu mo na yi ne koy nti me chia mo nyina mo ye adwuma nso teacher constitution we are moase ono so ye adwuma ono se wonye coordinator ba de adwuma wo ye no de nti o se ai nana kwaku ne na se mo nyina mo ye adwuma mo nyere mo ho you know ayen sori wo na yen ko hwe G-Tech insase na yen ko emra ni mu emra set G-Tech eye act 1023 precisely ye ka act no a eye se wo hyemra wo parliament na parliament hyemra de toso de tie ka se we bia act 1030 act 1023 that means the 1023 law ya pass Ghana's parliament it will forbid say 1994 act 494 act 49889 there's a emre toso 494 it will forbid to say criminal and other offenses act 1960 yes act 29 that means emre Ghana share here toso 29 no say be alpha act 25 the companies act ni adia emre toso 25 it's emre Ghana share here from 1969 yenya fa hodi no ebesi ne the toso 1023 emre set up G-Tech na G-Tech no madwuma ne say yanko ne yanko hwe eye dani enye we yanko the functions of G-Tech under section 7L famiko section 7 no answer na ade maba 36 ni the criminalization of yes ade no ye can say tanko computer mo ye yati koma monko school enya hwe it say wo the doctor say wo ye professor say wo ye dey yo emra ne say so ko school na nya sa title exactly afa me ya bedu ba bia ndc fo sori wo bia de bitu no so tanko computer ni ya dani ya ntententem you any free so na fa the other the right in bra afa tanko computer and what dia base wo ye doctor ana G-Tech atworo krata command say fatanko computer beto so ene omo ma ye ni ade na yesi wo munyi title ndc fo no a no omo sesa honorable ne doctor ni ade go mu so monko school ajobo so ko ba fo ana G-Tech atworo krata na yenhwe so far enipa G-Tech atworo krata dani follow me ansa ne yakomra na kura follow me yenhwe nipa G-Tech Dr. Tanko computer wonye doctor babia according to G-Tech if it's a G-Tech in the war, a year to me, a Becca say, you may read him what the constitution says. So G-Tech a trocrata, and the common crophobia, Munyamo doctor news. It's one co school to be a doctor. You must have studied for about 3 to 4 years. And son, why a doctor by book? Now, doctor knows you are about also medically. You must have spent the time of about 7 years as a medical doctor. What do you mean, Kobe? Koyano download your free network. I web so. Download this. Wachi chere dwuma so a me ye Dr. Tanko computer obisa no say kinsu no kinsu no wa hia ya hwa ye hu kinsu no wa hia ono pa ne ba bia kinsu no wo o say online so ye ko hwe ye no achi ya no krechi ye na ye be hwe say ye criminal act na per act 1023 section 36 no ye be hwe say ade no Dr. Tanko computer ye no does it border on criminality and even in failing of forms that's how the question also your doctor our brother when your doctor oko criminal and other offenses act 1960 anymore you were forgery you were defrauding by false pretenses it is a when your doctor said you pay according to G-Tech when your doctor and so there was your doctor ɛxpose ni yenye whole minister of communications mo yes akwaya goodie there is only one computer just look at then if you get a video no Sam George very irresponsible character yentie Sam George very irresponsible character.
There's only one computer. With a PhD on those There's only one MP. There's only one computer. With a PhD on those
Bra, Danny bra. such an irresponsible comment coming from a whole minister of state.
Precisely.
When Obia would demand for any,
Very indisciplined.
say we know your gift for said dear boss. Now what that man for on your doctor and so a doctor. Now man for any raise questions or they can't catch a man for no class or we idiot for questioning him. And for a minister of state who should know better, he says that there is only one computer, whether you're a doctor or your doctor. We have brought a year democracy in the governance so low that people are no more held accountable for their actions. Obit me that man for on your doctor, also a doctor, and we get a minister of state endorsing such impunity.
Precisely.
Impunity. Say whether PhD or no PhD. So that means the arrogance of power. Just a man for a question, no. Or me and Kwasiafo. Yes, sir.
Fire.
You know, man for a Kwasiafo. So more question, no. So a doctor now, when you're doctor. Yes, sir. And these are the people leading us.
Precisely.
And so I'm saying, come myself. Okay, you be sure that Tanko computer. When you're doctor. Daniel Fay, young for Mama Kano, when you're doctor, no, G-Tech, actual moment. For more picture, but 1 year. One more picture, 1 year, Coco, you paid in so General Sandman. I was your first never better. After ye say after Papa Professor Adum Ofori elected 1 year professor. G-Tex na mo pay professor and doctor no. Mo ko suku no deck. Mo ko suku and this Om ko suku so dey. Oma download the atomo. Professor when so honorable Dr. Desmond de Graft pay to say 1 year doctor. G-Tex say 1 year doctor onya yusu. What is share na yisu nyina wo. Wo pe campaign honorable doctor nyina wo de share so. Na wan ko suku a. We so ya na akoyo. Ono so MP for Wutu Senya East. Ono so ya say na doctor no de ato no so say Dr. Phyllis na akoyo. E wa bra onye doctor. G-Tex wonyi. Then this di asem a.
Expose them.
Anya by force. Shortcut aban. Omo download the doctor na sa. Won ko school ko he. Now call you. G-Tex wonya yusu.
Expose them.
Danny for last one bra. Wonya sa ne me. Tanko computer. And I know ba ko so doctor ya oba ya your man body. Wonya doctor so a doctor. Then this muko school nu wi a. Ebe ye dey. Ora Collins that way. One cast why a doctor baby. And so Collins that they are competent enough. At me hold the portfolio, sir. A minister of works and housing, minister of this year. By force says or your doctor. Metia me doctor. Me ko kasa be a doctor. We make Kenya they say me we me masters no. Na me frame me young kubi they say je ejumo. Na me ye na me say won hwe. Dennis me nko ye me doctorate na me nko sua law. Every Dennis anu anu di matter say kan kwasi asem nkyere. Na what honorary lawyer da. Say honorary doctor dey bo. Na honorary lawyer what be da. Eti ko sua de ntimi ma honorary. Apa. Na we me call kakra no. Hey law ni na fo mo. Na wo sua ka me ye ajai. Na me frame me yonko ba ko na me yonko fo de omo nyino ma dwene nyewu. Me frame kwaku su sɛcrɛt. Na me kwaku ade na nyame jai. Additional no den do. No be say am say na ya call from time to time be. Na me so me call from 5 to anajo 9. No say ntu jai a. Sa 5 to anajo 9 de bia no de be ye den. Ngwase ase bia na de be di. Ba ko tran ba bi atwa bi. I guess in so. Nemo mamenka was a uko 1 5 years in the beba. Nemo eba the result of say o to asoko and say be for lawyer. And say the result of say 1 to us 1 ko. And say bia no awen sama kidney say. It is the choices you have to decide.
Exactly.
And I'm saying to us on makwa ampani ampa ye wura mu no. Aka 1 year ni ye wi. Enti monko school ni bi. O man ko bi entom ju se kadachie nko bi. Kadachie nso ko bi pa. Hey.
Let them know.
Hey, makobio. Betri bonso. Edi general. We say ni ye call level 300 in the law. Gempa law. You be wi enche. Tumonko bi. Na munwie. Downloading no. Na G-Tech war. The mandate say Oko section 7L of Act 1023. And if I make one read this section 7L of Act 1023, near share the criminal aspect of Adianwa a year. And people must be prosecuted.
Exactly so.
People must be prosecuted. Then your first never 7L no. Now already a year act 1023 no 7L make bibi dani project in term na in ready na ye won sem bebre ka ye won sem bebre
Sir.
you know and I want fa no ama no
Ni nyina wo.
e wo ho ye fast dani project in ready. Now section 7L of Act 1023. Dani say dey Yanko. The own project in ready. Ewo na ye na fa de no to so na so kura Daniel no so on senti na no nkrofo ka se wo ye NDC ni no. Akwaje bribe ho. Eti ebe ready 7L no.
Dani project Yanko.
So de ato so wo de ama no. Dani ana me ma fa nto so. We de am se je Dani o. Dani we de anya wa ka bi de asemo show. Yebeko 7L near ready a year 8L near dinyina. Dani okay, media to so project near ready near nko. Now already Act 7L of Act 20 section 7L of Act 1023 or say the regulatory functions of the commission, which is GTEC, include to A, verify authenticity of all certificates, diplomas, and degrees upon request. The functions of a GTEC, maybe a mature criteria. As what authentifies authenticity. Say, you owe a tango computer, no? Or say, where you know a doctor for a certificate, you call a doctor, Nebra. And only a man and a children. Now, Oko 7 section 8 of Act 1023. Then he projected section 8, no media to see he projected. Na Yanko. Section 8, Nese, Tienio, 84D. 84D say, the commission is responsible for the accreditation of Na Ebra 4. Or say, the commission shall, A, that is, Yanka A nunca D no Yanko D regulates the use of higher education nomenclature and titles including university, college, emeritus, professor, doctor, chartered, and related terms. That into project na yen ready e hono. You be ready section 8.4D.
Teach them.
You read sections 8.4D. So the commission, na juma section 8.4D na muri no. Or see the commission shall D regulate the use of higher education nomenclature and titles such as college, university, emeritus, professor, doctor. So your commission na juma. So mo be yesa. Na commission so sa wo tumi say or recall say wo tanko computer or ma fro say wo doctorate in fabra ampa won fa mai na yenko section 36 na yen read section 36 1 to D na yen hwa de 1D to G near radio it won't say the tanko computer it is a criminal offense
precisely so.
Then Yanko section 36 1D to G. So already section 36 also say a person or who tienye not Yanko 1D. Then it zoom in, let the people read. Zoom in. So it's section 36 1D. Adianeka. Or say a person or who D refuses to comply with the request of information made by or on behalf of the commission. D denies access to relevant records for information made or on behalf of the commission, denies access to, obstruct a person authorized by the commission to obtain information, provides information which that person knows is false, or does not have a reason to believe it is true, commits an offense. Tiedi kani eti tanko computer some information no the ma commission no a false so he commits an offense.
Exactly.
Why are we not arresting him? Now some judge to work cancel hunu say whether PhD or no PhD. Tanko computer.
Discipline.
This is criminal act.
Exactly.
And he must be arrested and prosecuted.
Pound.
And so now bind to so eti mra nya juma until now your mama ye cast one second or sister la one second. Hey. When you remember now, I'm calling for no
Scam government.
Scam government. criminal offense. The tanko computer and then fire. A criminal offense under section 36 of Act 1023. And so still I know yet your mama so far nyehwe. On pamono. Some George be endorse no. I catch a man for some of whether PhD or no PhD. He's still computer.
Just look at that.
Such disrespect, such arrogance of power.
Exactly.
Tango computer must be arrested,
Precisely.
prosecuted,
Exactly.
with his accomplices. The Omayan a criminal.
Exactly so.
And Yamana make a mraneka. And we are a nation of laws.
Per the law.
Per the law.
Precisely.
Now, General, yan sorry ho.
Aye,
Now, yanka a travel ban on Ghana by the United States. So there is a potential travel ban. So now the United States are banning countries. It say more mumuraho. And they say almost say review 36 countries. 36 countries and Ghana to 16. Nani fair so Trump administration considers adding 36 countries, including Ghana, to its travel ban. Why year na nti say wa wo pa America akono. Say Trump the Ghana for kan wa wunya bi nko. Munuanu mo mo ho nsusu oba Ghana ontimi nko bio. Donald Trump ade a wo pese wo ye no no. Ani ebusa say na ade na wo pese wo ye sa. Dani etu America ya wo pa ko nya bi nko. America nso the heaven on earth o. Hey, wonko bi a mo bi nkika nkwase asem nkyerɛ. America nko wo mo ma nko. Wo mo ni so ya Ghana ni nko ade o ma kwan. He said Donald Trump into a moyana jom forma no domi market and makola for makola for na sa tonkra say ohene de pese ye wo no we can tell no ye cry any ade no and no yes wo sen onyonkon a wo town enti wo mo ye na Wednesday na be ye ready enti main function next week Wednesday no mo modwa data enti next week Wednesday me ye na mo aten so tag Traders Association in Ghana ono nso afreme so ohene wo ba ye be swat say you know ya baba was ye nyina ye be chicha onioma na ka kire general ni kofi say show no mo ba won bia benya tutututu na mom general de bia mema ne tere kura was team na ba ni obechi obia shoe tutu e ma shoe mema shoe ni ade obema obia tutu eti Wednesday show ni ye koye ne wo makola why ye kwa mo so aka mo adwene makola for man be ka mo adwene no mo so ye be cha mo nioma ne ade saa ti ye gia ne ade abre street for eti travel ban ne beba ni ye say da be ade ne si na ye wo ha na Donald Trump ko ka asem bi na fe ma mi omoku Dani fato so na ma mi omoku de to so say Ghana is considering we will also Donald Trump better yanka. Hey, go come back here. Mommy. At the right time, we will take action. Vice President warns of Trump's say US aid. Or mad aid to no man at Trump is with him. I've almost get the view. After your Vice President to say Donald Trump, at the right time, we will take action. Yes, you will come back here. Mommy. Ebe ni wo na wo come back here. Trump in so madam. Hey. Wo come back here. Mommy. Enti em so ya na Trump say mo form to asem we ya ka me punish you. Afa ye wo na honorable John. His Excellency. Malam John Yohani. Malam Yohani nso say. And I know South African president wa call America ma Donald Trump Jojo no nti ene Trump's unfounded attack on Cyril Ramaphosa was an insult to all Africans. Yes, John. General, you're a company. Ya be bane Ghana for obi antimi nko America. Enti omo ye no. Ana ya sako wie se. Se wonu obi wo diplomatic relations. You don't get hostile to yes anybody. Me ba be ka kire say ade na okuje to abla kwa ye no. E wo repercussions.
Exactly.
E wo implications bi. Se otimi sori a na wa close wo embassy say because enkrofo ye adwuma ho no e ye MPP foti ye pay enkrofo akohye it's matum ma shutting it down on the orders of Amatela ma shutting it down We don't do that in diplomatic circles.
Precisely.
The moment you shut down your embassy, it is a hostile relationship you have with the hosting nation.
Let them know.
So the host nation for your embassy and your U.S. government. And when you take such actions without having to engage them, whether through note verbals or through proper writings, it is perceived as a hostile relationship you have with them. And I mean, what say? Washington for a man be there is evidence to that effect. And go for a break him. Service a crana or my nomunya. And Jabaya said, we are serious. Oba ye was what call lanche, Black Star a year, event in a while. Oba San Crawford. Meanwhile, Washington, baby and Crawford, see a black community all over the world. I will introduce a mirror of justice. You can black community all over the world. Okuja Black. America has the largest our mukurasika financial power to come and invest. After Okuja Black, yet was baby and Crawford bet me and Vesa Bakrum. I was shutting it down. I mean, Uncle Crawford came. So a month for visa. 6 weeks, 7 weeks in it. I got 3 months. All because of your recklessness.
My grandma just died in Jamaica. I am devastated. I want to go home for her funeral and I can't because of the Ghanaian embassy in Washington, D.C. I hope this message finds all Ghanaians and especially the Ghanaian embassy. I sent off my passport over 6 weeks ago to the Ghanaian embassy in Washington, D.C. to get my Ghanaian visa renewed. It has now been 6 weeks later and I have not received my passport. I have called the embassy, nobody answers the phone. I have emailed them, nobody answers an email. And when I'm online trying to get an update from their chat representative, they are telling me they cannot help me. You promised, and I paid for a 15 to 20 day service. It is now 6 weeks later. I have emailed you stressing that I have a death in my family and I need to get home. And nobody can give me an update on where my passport is. This is unacceptable.
We are unacceptable. General, what by bro say? What the visa application to Washington? Why am I? If so, could you to say what no na ginimuno? Wa shutting it down. Time open baby. What kind of irresponsibility is this and recklessness is this? Is that how governance is done? Because in Kofor year more perceived to be MPP. TSC pay reason be pamo munina. Near the end is
Exactly.
And then no se man phone into Kwamra. Black communities in the year of retain or mumra. Baby on Benya Vesa Sukran way. So Bensu Tria Vesa fee mawa or no contractual relationship. And when you are not able to honor that contractual relationship without any proper communication, you have breached the contract. So a breach of psychological contract. And you sit there, and this is our foreign minister. And so Kufa the so what can brofurina actually said Obesia your foreign ministry. Wait. Washington. And when the name so Donald Trump say, and you attack 6 countries, I want to say Ghana, Munya serious to the more back home to consider. I don't know. And the brand Ghana no in the eyes of the diaspora no. It imagines a black American be and now say African American be a swamra. Now we apply for visa. Now 6 weeks in 7 weeks. Most of them communicate here. I go to the papa money. Where you are no. I feel me can Matthew to be here man. You bet Matthew dear. Kofa kofi paka wose. Paka wo mo sandu sika no a say manya antie say mudi matemo ye sanem kakra. One district one factory. Wonya bi amambi. E say me nuano mama munya adu. Sadiq Adam say wudi matem kakra. E ba bedru amambi. Tuantu so dudu. E say adwuma de memmo nya bi ayepa. On ba jiji ase coach nim. No mudi matem. Na be sesan de bayi. Me mesi me bosi me yade. Na ma ba kura de na be no. Me am party kura de na be no. Sata mo bojem so kadachio ye hunu su bida kadachio ene na hwe mo dia kadachio nko onye credible mo hwirim enya credible na munya ne voice kasatia na aban ebo munya ne voice o kasatia na aban munya bibo Steve Wonder Eti mo pa America ko no. Baby abedi na we me yira send me warning. O se just Dennis nko an ka encourage ma call on wo. Na abeba ha. E so your assignment na ni adaje abeba ha. Ma me uka ho.
More fire. More fire.
Me huna mani o. Agoja. Eti yanya ni amra sharaff asem so.
Yeah. What for say sharaff? Roman father sharaff.
Dedi kan. Agoja. Bo kofi ayi kwadwo sha dem bo oja ye ni kakra na. Ye fam break.
Hwe oja ye.
Dani hwe me ne anko ni ade na ngosi hwe.
More fire. Foul. More fire. Foul. More fire. Foul.
Okay. I'm more fire. Alright. Baby anya din. Ana mo say dem akoka sharaff asem. Enti dia bayi. Yanti bida. Boxers ne se dia yi. Ma men kan boxing ho asem. Na sports journalist fo no se dia yi. Ma men kan sports ho asem. Ana morning show fo ne yetwetwe scam mo no. O mo didi katakyi atem. Because ma akoka sharaff asem. Na sharaff de moja chan adui na ho ahwan. Ojonso de crude oil. Magana. Kimi enka oni Dormaahene asem. Akufo ado ba de. Yebetimi aka. Wone na mamamuo mu a. There is a problem with it. Na mom se Dormaahene ba. Ene na mamamuo ni mu a. There is no problem with it.
Precisely.
In the picture free so. I'm not against or no boy no.
No, never.
I am not against him.
Never.
Let's take that record clear. It's not about the guy.
Exactly.
And make some catch it. No offer. And then neck down. So now I'm going to say confidence so because I'm into me train and offer. It confidence so buy you know. And my say when you are bano, Lordina the men can ask him. Tomorrow Lordina men can ask him for a while. And was I didn't offer see dear by and to me call you know. Come make a you
Roman father.
and to confidence so. Oh guy was even over that was be free. You know. And they say no. Confidence you are bad Lordina ne. Ayi we no. Sharaff dear. May you almost free. Just down crofon and your man will make kind of school you. Why? Eti nya sharaff. Nemo na kontani dem uniform wenye. John dem uniform. Confidence so mabiu. Emma wa kontani uniform wenye. If so malam Yohane do na ebu man. Ti me uniform a. And I know say me nua asafo JNDC kasa. Ono so won so yi president ma am free. Na am say na me uniform say. Asafo je. Anti enye yi won na ebu man ti afi wo mo se makobusa se sharaff nya sika wai na no kura no hwe ye passing comment
Exactly.
me ya na me am ka se won ba betwuma da pa eti ye nyai afi ebinum so sharaff ne papa ne papa nua na Ibrahim mama no mo wo sika deda na akufo de no mo ne busuafo no mbo kube na no mo bo ansa no mo ba ba mu ahu na obi ane na na abaye chief justice akufo de na ne papa ye chief justice of the republic Akufo-Addo, Edward Akufo-Addo. Who is Chief Justice of the Republic? Akufo-Addo Papa be President of the Republic. What's the saying? Pano, money what it takes to open a restaurant.
Precisely.
Tie de make yi hypocrisy bekumo.
Pound for pound.
Mo hypocrisy bekumo.
Exactly so.
Ebebo mo tri so. Eno ya ka bi tie Akufo-Addo de no because it was wrong.
Precisely.
This whole idea say you true abama obi a. Dek na busuafo ne namu saa and as a nation we are accepting that nonsense as a norm.
Exactly.
What nation is this?
Fire them.
Yatwa Bamobi. All of a sudden, we want to Irate foundation. Now, why? Omu opposition who foundation da. Nana Irate foundation. Now, the number a private companies so. Mumra me support it. Oh yes, it is a dream now. Why? When I took home and Mbeka say, I could for the $25 million contract. I'm an ebasu on Conco penti a year you were at work. Akola iba catch them say. And you won't know a your contract here. Now your private companies na asona say. What's the mon penita? Mobile I want to me for a contract in a match. But I know Kurano. Me will problem with it. If so, your president a bar. Now call private individual. So we call pay sponsorship. Private individual or interest. It was the who sponsor.
Let them know.
Or we also are watching a woman, someone said, "Be ya buying them against them." And you only who it's Italo oil. So best sponsor sharaff. By virtue of sharaff being in close proximity with the president. Only who be yama amano. So how are we accepting the norm? Say so be papa by your president. All of a sudden, that person can be going around soliciting for funds from it will cost money 2 million Ghana cedi, 2 million 5,000, and you are using it as a yardstick because a good for the
Exactly. So.
Sharaff on Nina Mamum. Sadaya, Sharaff organize boxing. A kama. It's boxing for say. Me and Kawasem. It is even an affront. I deal with a yanim Guasiama Muankasa as a nation. Omaya Yatimwa, your Ghana Boxing Authority, your Sports Authority, National Sports Authority, your Ministry of Sports. Also, Sa Ghana Boxing Authority, National Sports Authority, Ministry of Sports, Sa huge national institutions. Want to organize boxing a year. Just a sharaff and a co-organizing. When you're correct. So when you say obi use state power and you're building a ma and you're wrong. And they obi use state power and you're building a ma. Yanki anuntu. Oko kaniminia Sadiq Adams say you organize it be 2024. One and name said 2024. John Mahama was a potential president. And don't forget, John Mahama has become a president before and now coming. So by virtue of so even former president in it alone. And on a ma a friend be a influence peddler.
Precisely.
What is one of can say Hunu? Secretary can the Yankabida. Say sharaff for ye boxing and no why are dear? There's nothing wrong. Maybe can Kramakasan why are dear? Now so said now no more year, you'll be some of the same question. Musimunti bida. I don't know Munti bida. Matimit Mutubine Yamano because I shut up. Me and my sharaff and you're no name a target. I'm questioning a year. Say ya the papa. You're too dear Abama Obia. All of a sudden, I wish you for all near Ramam winning. Young Conco video President Mama chere the entire will see Bukum Arena. Young Conco. So you will realize that President Mahama, Nivision, I know your president want to say, Obama Bukum Arena, Abe sports a year, a boxing for Nina Bayajuma.
Precisely.
Instead, so you use state institutions, Ghana Boxing Authority, Ghana Sports Authority. Now, all their builders are there, or the Nebane lead their builders are there, and almost me a question because in the bay, why are they successful? Yes, it is okay. Now, a whole sports authority, Ghana Boxing Authority, and the sports ministry, Kofi Adams, someone to me organize a year successful boxing match, and to me for Anthony Joshua Madia, and you're most sure one sharaff made the ministry. Some Funubano. Me asun kwa didi. Afi omo se mentibida.
Fire them.
Cause a sharaff. The Kufuado badie. Okobie restaurant. Ni e twantro restaurant ye si 6 million wa. Mo ha money twantro. Emi ye gitum. Ya kan am say am pamene mo ya adwene. Kufuado ban mo ne na mama muom. If so yes adia. Yan konko he code of conduct no ono Jomama na nkasa de bai. E da ne hwehwe Jomama video. A wo ka say de enti osi bukom boxing arena nie. E say wo ye say wo pese wo promote boxing a. Make an na no ayimi agasa me nua bukom banku. Ono so abeka bi. Asem na richi. Wa hwa ono wo ka no. Say mre bi obeka so ofili me pa. Eti wo ye no wani di matem. Omo maka no de. Ayite policy ni tiri ho se bosompani no wani di matem. Ani ase Joshua Clotte ni ade se ni e ba hwehwe katakye ni abo no. Anya de here ni. Joshua Clotte wo obo boxing nya millions of dollars. Want you men fa bia ma me promote Ghana boxing. Na wasuko no ma we wo nana na say wo mra me promote Ghana boxing ma.
What a shame.
What a shame.
What a shame.
Joshua Clotte is one TB da. Ade no so ye per lasting solution. It was China say President Mahama bani ni hwa. Obi antimi promote boxing bio. Ni you state institutions na boxers no mo ho atomo. E dey na make am monte ase. E dey na make am monte ase.
For pound.
Ade ba no. Ni en kan okure okuro ni musa. Ah? Ade ba no. Dek. Enra na yakufu adoba. Ye nyina kaseti ai. Ene ye sharaff. And I'm saying it's not even about sharaff.
Never.
It could have been me, it could have been General, it could have been anybody.
Precisely.
So it's not about sharaff.
Exactly.
But it is the idea here to Obama Ubia. All of a sudden, ne bush your phone ramuna. Yeah. Also, private institutions and a sponsor. It is Talo Oil. Now, what's Sadiq Adams who free this sponsor? It is Sadiq Adams can say, can you mention okure? Say, na wo churokrata ko Talo Oil. Ombema sponsorship for sports. And yen free for a second, let's pretend say Dormaahene nye sharaff papa. Ah, your president. It is sharaff we churokrata ko Talo Oil. And go sponsor. Even among kind of cresa. So by proximity to power, he is using it for other nyoma. Ya kan wasem say you're wrong.
Exactly. So
Sekufado ye nya and ne Dormaahene ba ya enye
wrong.
Mosi yanke anuntu.
That's what they know.
Ghana Boxing Authority. Saudi Anthony Joshua beba ya asem ketwa. And the young yenko site ho. Danny, there's a video I made sure said you see Bookie Anthony Joshua make appearance. Sometimes what charge even $2 million.
Precisely. So
$2 million.
all the people.
Before so, and I'm going to buy the president. Free. They go free. Imagine this cash
Appearance fee.
Appearance fee. Or charges sometimes as high as $2 million.
Exactly. So
Yeah, kase. Mun use state institutions no fanye. Most mun use state institutions. Yeba me yaba lidi. Anya de papa. Anthony Joshua wonye charity organization. Oh ye event na peso oba na manfo na ni be di akira. Said oba ye manfo na ni adi akiri. Nemo mun use National Sports Authority.
exactly.
Mun use Ghana Boxing Authority.
Oh, them
Na munya nsem hunu no.
hypocritical people.
Aja no. Sharaff so and I know Sadiq Adams who no sponsor in the call report say Sharaff no we footballer born wo Bobby way wo Bobby da bay and all of a sudden you champions and you be say your boxing ko akira onu na eba beli na say that be you wrong
Exactly.
you state institutions in champion say be ya wo china say Dormaahene ni aban mu a
Oh, them
still an boxers and mo betomo be ka bibi aboa mu a moment wo enam say ndc afra mo nti ya ka mo se dey ya ba hwehwe na ni abo no enye de ehia ni awonde kro na award ba hwehwe ka de chi no abebo no fa kwaje ayi titles bra and I got say emre sa say me hwehwe ka te chi ayi bebo na no ehunura me ana ehunura okay, I'm so now you'll be destroyed now. Meaning why people are so fixated on being destroyed or being something must be destroyed anyways. Somebody must be destroyed anyways. Why do we live in a world where we feel so self-important? Say, munyansem hunu na mutimi nuna obia. Sadi ya kan bi na no kire kufu ado. Sadi ya beka bi a kire mo. Oba ya wo de sharaff ne namu a utu kwan kura na at the expense of the taxpayer. Na de ne ka hoko. Meka ya na ojaye. Yes, sir. And we are accepting this nonsense. Abanye nya to abama abanye na president baya na ne wofa ase mabie foundation ne nana mabie foundation ne yire mabie o ya so da bi private institutions na support me. Why the name say private institutions because we are closer to power until no support you.
Expose them.
Sharaff no one kasa so onye president mama a oye president ba. Wo tworo krata ko ba bi obebu no. So o you so on one kasa ni position no. To intimidate people.
Exactly.
What's me yanka? Yanko code of conduct na president mama. I sure ya dem ministers. E wa bra wo no ani so. Yanko 1.5. Code of conduct. Yanko point 1.5.
Read it to them.
Ni reading kire wo. It was ministers more involve your families. Which will likely or is likely to conflict. Nemo mu di obama families and nama memu. Which is likely to conflict. And when Foya or money will ban did Diagoron. And your banner no penasem. By virtue of the fact that Obama a papa president.
Expose them.
It is all Kobusa Omubibia. Omuni say. Because one former president ba. Watching no. President Mahama can say in all of these dealings, on far phone, Mfre will be introduced to Nebano. Is that no influence peddling? Is that no influence peddling? Are you not using the opposition as a president to influence some of these things? I feel you come Mianka. They come me madapa. I'm a someone come and swam back. And I hear the sharaff and will be Tiano. But the sharaff for yeday, men want to quack. But they are wrong. A good father banner ye and they are wrong. Sakufado so no sin and this wadi unes obema creative arts na kosonya sa. It will buy na the banner so work creative art. And no cassette ai. And then your mama sin and this wadi unes boxing. Or buy and the banner eligi. And then the Muslim and cassentia. Muslim
Mr. Dreamer.
And the banner. Now you read the code of conduct. Danny Biamuni read the code of conduct. Eh? Danny Biamuni read the code of conduct. Now, what your code of conduct, Mama Mfona? Was a conflict of interest may be direct or indirect in nature. Your code of conduct, no. The president, Mama, the ministers, so muniso. Was a conflict of interest may be direct or indirect in nature, and may arise due to influence and power of the minister. The minister holds. So the influence and the power of the president is where Talomodi who ebe sponsor neba. Yes, Montiasi, dear Montiasi. Pakawosi, when I make a dear Montiasi. Also may arise due to the influence and power of the minister holds, both in his or her sectorial responsibilities as a member of the cabinet. B, may be pecuniary, that is arising the minister's direct financial interest, or non-pecuniary involving a family member or close associate. So, a family member or close associate, it will be perceived as conflict of interest.
Let them know.
We are private individual. May per sponsorship. We are private in may per sponsorship. And you say we should continue as a nation with this behavior. Is that how we want to build a nation? After being a president to be our bar, the barba could pay BB keke. Well, and you're boxing. Instead, now no creative arts. And then the way the boxing. But I could be a bar. One of the Yanis what to what you draws mama. As was one woman, one panty. It's a private individual, so moment I'm sponsor. I've a more sponsor we are. When you're 10 million, no the more one see depend one kwakoye. No keep it the aka. So using state power to build their own children.
Precisely.
And most say no, me I accept it. Because me I am me. How is that I am here?
Never.
President Mahama is so generous. You want to be that. The entire young one is to be done. Say, Obi a former president. Now also buy it. President. It's even when you're former president, enough to influence some of these things.
Precisely so.
It's your year in 2024. Oh, you said it sharaff when you're the president Mahama. And Kaoba also be person that can't remember. What kind of Ukrainian you want to be? I want to go to the day. You can read 1 point. Identify the other one. You read near rally. Point 1.53. You can go read the rally. What's the interest of family and personal friends? Public perception is critical factor in maintaining trust and accountability. And I'm sure President Mahama, the code of conduct. Also, public perception is a critical factor in maintaining trust and accountability in governance. It is a President Mahama Yahweh say public perception is a critical factor there. What does it send to the public?
Ask him.
Dek. I'm sure code of conduct. President Mahama the Troy. It was the ministers. They more than the bendiso.
Fire the president.
Above the law.
Also, a conflict may arise if a minister's family member or personal friend that derives or is perceived to derive. So it's not even about deriving, but the perception of deriving.
Exactly.
What President Mahama say? Minister or more family members, a conflict may arise if a minister's family member or a personal friend derives or is perceived. It's perception in itself is enough. What's the minister's in this? Perceived to derive some personal, financial, or other benefit from a decision or action by the minister or the government. It will be in a mama. Is that not a perception? So we use government no. After we see ministers in condition, what kind of country is this? Koto de nebodwe. Enu nti ya twetwe apia. Etwa katechi adapa. Na mutwa mema adapa. Momfa intellectual firepower debate mra.
Exactly. That's what we want.
Momfa here superior argument mra. Na kwasia ne aboa na baga biga no watetana na ngadipa ntana ngonya dai. Oga masi wanim say did me matem. Onsia de.
Onsia.
Ogabi on tremba baga biga kan baga biga sa 16 years. No intellectual firepower.
Angels. Angel ben and no benanti.
Angel ne we nante.
Be say be mo hini.
Me there, me no na wo ye menua aye di ayi ne ayi wo ko ka me ho asem na ho ye me hina me mfa course bi na be me mfa course bi ho ahini se wa ko tena wo di matam ne ade I won't come in that lane with you koko sua de
Precisely.
sua na me ka ye no so there be when I'm border on conflict of interest na mo my border on this it borders on that it borders on this then you bring another argument I'll bring counter arguments and ye no yes and end I won't sua wo have a bag bigger like you. And we've gone past that stage. I am above that nonsense. What I say? It's Monsieur dear. We me and me prove ya cheremo. Code of conduct 1.5.3. Now we see interest of family and personal friends. The perception of people derived in the Quran is against the code of conduct. The president mama do ne mabeti mi ane nemu. Nemu ministers e manu omu nuanu mo menenemu. No more. What kind of country is this? Sharaff, it's got nothing to do with you as a person. Let's get that clear. I don't hate you. Now you see me yupuku. For MPP. Yes, one also say you support a good thing. Why does it mean you support a good thing? Mrs. State institutions were what I see usual. My governance here full load. More cheap governance in this country. You accept stupidity. Or in the name of say, Obi a tuaba mobia, the bush and phobia me abeguma yom pibia. Near tuaba momo. A good father, not because you people thought say a problematic. It was because Yaman and Amo benefiting. Tiafa Yamam Kwana made the same to no even worse. Eboa, have you did me matter? Not him did stop me. Muntia. Munya na akokro ne ade no kra ka no beboa mu a chen de moye no ehunhura Joshua Crotty o se ni di no no muntimi mu obi a ja no kan fa asem kona me yakwan mama yam build institutions o china se sharaff ni ho na president mama ni ho a boxers no be da survive
sharaff just studying na
ave me na me kuma mo no mo sa kikansem hu no se you if you don't know and you talk about boxing. Now the boxing is a kosobo.
I am a punk sabu.
One eye in a punk. Joshua Crotty. Me jai. Also grab me aboye. The boxers say no, you got this clear. I'm not against anybody helping you to promote. I'm saying we should use the right channels.
Told them.
Let me go there. Unti ase na so pe Sharaff 70 and they make sense to you. Abu mianga sama bu awo na no obonyom onte de make we ase na abu de na ante ase yesi ya bronkuma egu nhire na kura na etikuma kodu na be so abiribra eti amemo ne hyase no de mo ye na be kire se de mbe ya akoto aso na mo kwan mo ma mo wo fa ase na mo na nanu mu wurawura mu a ebe do ba bi o kanka ti obi an fana semonko ewurawura ne de munyai me Sharaff de kura negdan so frame nka me jai kan ne mo me hwe mo ho hinti masa betumu nkyene mo bi ewurawura mo pa yetua sika mamu a wo paka wo se makan san bi na kwa jankwa sesem no mama wo nya sika you say week on week fele so fusku achi be homo ba mo bia di
Papa bi.
ti me bia djuma mamo
One district, one factory.
o say o sorti omo kadechi 4 years ni ba wo say aka 3 years 4 months e ba wa o
Papa bi.
ba wa papa amontimi ensomu dia say the nsuo to ye sa na wi abo a won wa wi abo free from da na mo de mo Akufo do tia me ye ma mo kwa ma mo kan kwasasem bia na mo Dormaahene aba darling boy ye makwai baga biga ye makwai you cannot come to Jawa no Mugabe you know sense
Precisely.
They now we first and Ukran Yansa, said now bear chira now obey okatakyie jai and Ukran Yansa. Now got travel sugar and a bear me day. After all, you himself by cook Akasako jail. Name ko jail or Casa. The difference is clear.
It's clear.
Do him Yansa, do him Yansa, a mouth for him. Do I quasiana do any quasia, a mouth for him. Nana would me the dear Kufado, I'm one of Tamsa. Me bro Kufado, Niana Ukruma. Satan name it. And the moment some more after me. Me bro Kufado Niao. And then they know Kanokore. And then they may cabitia your mama by Kanokore. I'm going to say, and I'm going to decide who has credibility or not. And never could be a mini about a GF in Libya video. What's most Okatakyie credible? Okatakyie relevant. And so when Yakasa, I'm one Jiramosa. Why 1 week, as some kind of Saturday. Near room, we are dears who are passing comment. Or once in Masha Daddy ambulance service, the Anator. Yabasaba. Ambulance service audio ni mwasu you see one warring crop 4 year on office. And some more. I'm going to be conversion. Masaba. You know, I have for the records. And we'll keep the records going. No fear, no intimidation, no amount of intimidation will call us into silence. Me, nipa mena wa menshuru. Me ko afriba. Yoko hine. Agona yoko hine. When you royal. Media you remember you. I mean, my uncle, I know him send a banukura, I mean, 20 years. Said I'm see how you know. But Yamuna would decide it. If Sadia Mubesha Shakra, some would be Baba Seminole. And then the Pajama could do greatness. Exactly. To be a Timmy. Never. Say, Sabia Yakupo Chediampo, some member and a swan. It drew up. Chuo Keteki. Nama Dewi Asiasi. Namiko. Precisely. If say Yasi Amatino, Yamu be a bayer, what will be? Will be. And then I'll call Latin Casamay as a key, Sarah. Sarah. My name still remains and forever will be what you know. I won't mention it. Bye bye.